Am I the asshole for walking away when I was asked to apologize? For context, I used to be best friends, a guy who will call Brad and his girlfriend, who will call Diane. Brad, Diane, and I used to all eat lunch together, along with a few other friends. I'm usually very chatty and social, but my grandpa had been in the hospital the past few days, and I wasn't as chipper as usual. So when Diane asked me to go with her to throw something away, I said yes, so I could explain the situation to her. This wasn't abnormal for us to leave the guys for a few minutes, as this was usually a chance for us to talk without them. When we were away from the guys, I apologized for not talking as much and explained how my grandpa was in the hospital. She stopped me mid-sentence and said, "Do you like my shirt?" She was wearing one of those black shirts that was tie-dyed with a bleach heart. I, confused, responded with, yeah, I guess. Can I get back to talk about my grandpa who's in the hospital now? She proceeded to sigh before saying, I guess. By this point, we had finally gotten back to Brad and the rest of the group. They saw that we were obviously upset and asked what had happened. Before we could explain, Diane had stormed off, leaving me to explain the situation. After I'd said what had happened, Brad asked, "Why can't you just say I am sorry?" It's important to note that until this point, I had been apologizing to Diane, no matter if I was wrong or not, simply because I thought it was better than fighting. However, after some much-needed therapy, I decided to stop doing that and had determined I shouldn't have to always apologize when things aren't my fault. After he said this, I was almost in tears because I felt like all those months of progress were going down the drain. Here's where I may be the asshole. Instead of staying to explain why I was upset, just like Diane, I stormed away without explaining or clearing things up. As I walked away, I could hear Brad telling his friend, "What did I do?" Which just made me more upset.
So am I the asshole for walking away instead of explaining why I was